Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhike and Yeti here. And today we're going to do something kind of cool. I'm going to go to Epcot. I'm leaving Hollywood Studio and now I'm on a park hop over to Epcot. But instead of riding the Skyliner or taking a bus or something, I decided today I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to walk. We're going to take the walking path that takes you from Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studio over to Walt Disney World's Epcot. Just gonna browse along, do a little walk and talk, take in the sights on the way, look at some resorts, and just have a nice peaceful walk. Because later on this evening, I think we're gonna get a thunderstorm. So we're gonna go ahead and knock this out. This is a video I've been wanting to make. And today, by gosh, we're gonna do it. So let's proceed to do this hike together. All right, so as we see the Skyliners flying into the station, right here is the restrooms. It's situated next to the bus drop-off area. This is gates 1 through 8. And then right here is the trail we're going to be taking, or the pathway that's known as the connector from Hollywood Studio to Epcot. And this will take you all the way over to where Crescent Lake is located. And that is where you're going to see places like the Yacht Club, Beach Club Resorts, and Boardwalk DVC. So here we go. First thing I noticed when you start this path off is the danger alligators and snake signage down there next to the water's edge. You can get a good shot of the Hollywood Tower of Terror ride at Hollywood Studios, looking very epic. And here comes the ferry boat. And that's actually the boat that will take you over to Epcot from Hollywood Studios, and also visit the Boardwalk, Yacht Club, and Beach Club resorts. And I think also the, I forget sometimes, but there's 2 more over there. We have the Swan and Dolphin hotels. That bird up there. What a beautiful day it has become. This morning when I got up, it was a little overcast, but boy, the Florida sky has parted. The sun is out, and it's quite steamy. I ain't gonna kid you. It is. You just know a day like today you're going to get a thunderstorm. But we had a really big one roll through yesterday, and I thought it was going to ruin my Tron experience. So I was that would have made me sad, because I wanted to ride Tron for the first time, and I got to ride it at night, and I gotta say, it's so much fun. So much fun. Tron is so cool. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it, but for me, I loved it. It was so much fun. One of the cast members, when I exited the ride, I spoke to her in one of the stores, and I had a Tron shirt on, pass holder shirt that I bought, which I was really lucky because I didn't think I was going to get that. But they had one my size left, so I was able to purchase it, and I actually rode it during the ride. And she asked me, what do I like more? Do I like Tron, or do I like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind? Both of them being roller coasters, both of them being fairly new rides here at Walt Disney World. And I got to be honest about that. I still think Guardians is better for me. That's my opinion. But can't take nothing away from Tron, because it's awesome in its own right. It's in a good home at Magic Kingdom and Tomorrowland, so I think it will help that park out immensely. It will take some of the stress, hopefully, off of other rides in the future, to make the waits a little bit less in other places, because Magic Kingdom can be very, very crowded. So all in all, Tron's a great ride, but Guardians is just a little bit better for me. But my favorite roller coaster in all of Walt Disney World is still Expedition Everest. I just love the theming. I love everything about that. So now we are approaching the Passover area on this trail. It's very beautiful out here. I'm really not sure what road this is that we're crossing beneath right now, but like, I don't really drive much when I come to Walt Disney World. As you can imagine, I'm from out of town, so I'm always on a bus or in a Skyliner or monorail in it. I don't really drive from point A to point B unless I'm leaving the property, which very rarely happens. But very well maintained. So as we leave this overpass area, you can look off to our right, and right here you can see the turnaround spot location. Not turnaround, but it's just like a 90-degree turn for the Skyliner. That's where it turns, and it actually takes you over to Epcot. And then we have a sign right here pointing us in the direction of, oh, the boardwalk is this way. And right there, the resort we see is the Swan. Kind of self-explanatory when you see these ginormous swans sitting on either side of the building. Very, very nice. And also wanted to, my wife just made a good point a few minutes ago. She says, you know, the trail that you have when you walk from like Grand Floridian over to Magic Kingdom, we've walked that in the past, and I guess they have like some benches. And on this path right here, I don't see any benches. I think you're just kind of, you got to be committed and just go for it. But it is very nice, very pretty. A little bit more shade from time to time on this walking path compared to the Grand Floridian, the Magic Kingdom walk. So. This is nice down through here. I like the green railing they have along. Some more signage telling you Hollywood Studios to our right, and the boardwalk actually starts right here. This is called the Boardwalk Community Hall. Have a swimming pool back there. I've never stayed in the boardwalk area, but it's on the list. We're knocking out these resorts one by one, and I'm trying to do reviews on each one. Well, not really reviews, but at least do like a walkthrough and kind of give you my thoughts about the place and would I stay there again, which I think all of them have been great so far that I've stayed at. Here goes a boat going to Hollywood Studios. I like riding boats. Hey, he honked his horn. Here comes another boat ferrying passengers to their respective resorts and maybe even Epcot. I like to have some of their air conditioning about right now. Yeah, the inside of those things got AC, and I bet that thing's about 68 degrees. 68 degrees is kind of a running joke between me and my wife when we come to Walt Disney World, because the resorts, a lot of times the thermostat when you go in the room, it's always on 68 every time, and they'll sleep good in 68 degree room temperature, but just trying to walk around your room on your day-to-day is quite chilly willy. So here we are right next to the Swan Resort, Swan and Dolphin area. Look at that bridge right here in front of us. It's got like, it's almost like pirate ships, you know, got the sails. Kind of zoom in on that a little bit, let you see it. That's pretty cool. I like walking around like this in places because, especially here at Disney World, you pick up on so much more of the little things, you know, the little details they put into everything. You know, sometimes when you're kind of hustling and bustling and you're walking around and you're, you know, going to parks and stuff, you miss out on that stuff, especially when you only see it a few times a year. You live here all the time, I guess it's different, but when you're just visiting for periods of time, you do overlook a lot of little details. All right, so now we're in an area where you can, the yacht club is actually to the right, beach club to the right, the Dolphin to the left, the Swan to the left, Fantasia Gardens miniature golf, and then right down that way, actually where my wife is walking, is where we're going to go. That is the boardwalk area. But first, I thought it would be kind of cool to walk over here on this bridge and just take a look around from kind of a higher ground, since it kind of perks you up a little bit more. Get a good view of our surroundings here. So here we are. Right over here is the Swan Resort, and here we are at the Dolphin Resort. How cool would it be to stay up there in like the top, the steeple, I guess, or that pyramid up there at the very top? Could you imagine the view from up there? How awesome that would be. Here comes the friendship boat. They just dropped off some passengers right over there, and then now he'll make his way back underneath that crossover bridge down there and go on over to the beach club, yacht club, and probably drop some passengers off, and then make his way over to the boardwalk next. All right, so that was a quick view of the Swan and Dolphin resorts respectively, from afar, of course. We're just looking at stuff. So now I'm going to make my way down here on the boardwalk area, and there's only two places I've ever heard of down here that I know anything about, and that's Jelly Rolls, which is like a bar, and then I have another place, I think it's called the Flying Fish, and it's seafood, obviously fish, but I've always heard like really good things about it. And they also have a boardwalk ice cream shop. It's been a long time, so I'm not even sure if that's still open, but we're gonna keep our eyes peeled for those. And there we go. Actually, Jelly Rolls is right here, so that's kind of cool. So right here on the side of the building, it says Dueling Pianos, and then right here is Jelly Rolls. And this is very Atlantic City looking boardwalk. I think that's where it was kind of inspired, the theming was. And you can see right here's the emblem for Jelly Rolls. Very beautiful. It says Crest of the Wave. So I guess as far as staying here, is these rooms up here, or is it just this over here, I wonder? I know this is like a DVC property. I'm not really sure how it all works. I don't know if it's all rooms upstairs. I guess it would be. All these would be rooms. And they actually have a DVC, Disney Vacation Club sign right there. Big River Grill and Brewing Works. That looks very fancy. And right here we have boardwalk hoop toss. 12 shots for 20. And it is just too darn hot. There ain't nobody out here. On the boardwalk, thimbles and threads. Right down here we have us another store called Screen Door. It's a general store. Right here they have some Surrey bike rentals. Oh, and right here is the Flying Fish. As you can hear the ferry boats coming in. So yeah, right here's the Flying Fish. I bet this looks pretty awesome at night. I bet that's illuminated. But if you like seafood, I have heard this is a pretty good place. I actually have a menu right up here. And there we go. A lot of drinks and stuff. Let's look at the appetizers there. Lobster. Prince Edward's Island mussels. Slow roasted pork belly. That's what I'm talking about. Got some salmon, filet mignon. Only $59 for their filet. Seafood pearl pasta. Organic chicken is $38. Char crusted New York strip, $56. Never tried this before, but I have heard it can be quite good for those prices, even though it is Disney prices. It's Disney prices. We got to give them a little bit of a pass. Disney stuff is just a little bit more expensive. For some of us, a lot, but it is what it is. But who knows? Who knows? What else we got here? We have another bar. They have enchanting elixirs. That sounds interesting if you are into that. And here we have some pizza. They got some Neapolitan style pizza. Even though that's not my favorite style of pizza, but I eat it because I like pizza. I like my pizzas on in wood-fired ovens or maybe coal-fired pizzas. New Haven style is really good. But this is cool right here. If you want pizza, you just go up and get it by the slice. That's the way the boardwalk should be. Right up here. Ooh, that pizza does smell good. Oh my goodness. And then we have Boardwalk Joe's right here to get you some drinks. Get you some alcoholic beverage. And then right here we have the Boardwalk Deli. Very cool. Bottoms up, baby. They said, have a little seating area out here. You have 2 umbrellas. That's where I would be. There ain't no way I'd sit out here in this heat. And then right here is the Boardwalk ice cream. Now, here's my question. Now I know if you're on this side of the lake, Boardwalk ice cream is probably where you're going to end up going to get your ice cream. But Beaches and Cream is just right across the lake here. And they have the kitchen sink ice cream sundae. But I mean, they have a lot more than that. It's just an over-the-top ice cream sundae. It's just massive. But Beaches and Cream's got some really good stuff. They have like those mason jar, you know, over-the-top milkshakes and things like that. So would you come over here and do the boardwalk thing? I've never had this. So I'd be really curious what you guys think. Are y'all team boardwalk ice cream, or do y'all rather get you some Beaches and Cream ice cream? As a Surrey bike is about to run me over. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? Did you see that? Those things need horns on them. If it wasn't for the clickety-clack of the wood, we would have been saying, Yeti down. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. I I think I just want to stay in this shade right here. This feels so good. Oh, what's this over here? It's like got a little outlook area here at Crescent Lake. I just realized this. It actually says dance hall over there across the way. That big old white building, that square building, right there in front of the dolphin. Right there. So this is kind of nice. This is a lot of fun because I have never, ever been in this area of Walt Disney World before. I love finding places that just offers you a new view. And look at this view. Is that not gorgeous? That's so pretty. That is nice. What a day. You take the heat down about 10 degrees and it would be oh so much better. So the Friendship boat, it's got their passengers. That is the pier where if you're staying at the yacht club or the beach club over here in blue, that's where you will actually go to get on the Friendship boat to go to Hollywood Studios and or Epcot. Which, if you're at Epcot, I think you just walk it, right? I mean, Epcot is just beyond this bridge right up here in front of us. All right, we are entering the final leg of our walk via the path from Hollywood Studio to Epcot. Pretty good walk. I don't know how far it is. I don't know if it might be a mile, something like that, but we have pretty much made it. Right over here is our destination that we're looking at. Right there in front of us. You can see the boats, that's the Friendship boats right there that are parked, letting guests off, and you can see the Skyliner moving, you know, in and out of Epcot. This has been quite a nice little evening, little walk around. And maybe in the future, we might stay right over here at one of these resorts. Kind of looking forward to that. I don't know if I want to stay at the yacht club. I think I want to stay at the beach club one of these days. So who knows? Maybe our next visit might be at the beach club. But then again, my wife might have something to say about that. Actually, I think the Polynesian might be our next resort we stay at. We'll do a walk through there and review, but the beach club will definitely happen because that's a place I would really like to stay at too. All right, so right here's some signage as we cross the bridge. Just gives you an idea. The Yacht and Beach Club resorts are to the left, Epcot International Gateway to the right, and the Disney Skyliner. If you want to take that transportation back over to Hollywood Studios or Pop Century, you know, the Riviera Resort, Beach Club, not Beach Club, Caribbean Beach is all on that route. And Art of Animation, can't forget about that one. All right. This was a nice little walk. Look at this little guy over here. He has got a friend. Look at him. They're right here on the path, hanging out together. What the heck?
Yeah, but it wasn't the same as me.
Okay, I give y'all some privacy now.
Nature at its best, huh? What? Oh, the guy.
All right, friends, that will do it for our walk. We are here. Here's the Skyliner. Ba-bam. It's not moving, it's actually stopped at the moment. Surprise, surprise. But that will conclude our video today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, especially if you made it all the way through the end. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Kind of helps me out a little bit. Until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you friends in our next adventure. Even if it's at Disney World, wherever it may be, we'll do something fun, I promise. All right, I am out of here. Y'all stay safe.